Hello and welcome everybody to the Burning Questions with CCDD. Today we have the powerhouse of YouTube, Mr. Mark Mooney. So today we're going to have this Hot Ones challenge where I'm going to go through the rules with you one by one. So we have 7 wings with us and we have 7 really crazy spices with us. This one is Mr. Mooney's own special concoction. Wow. So I'm looking forward to try this one. So we have 1 question, 1 wing, and 1 chili sauce to go with. Are you ready?
This one I'm a bit concerned about.
Oh, me too. Trust me, later. Yeah, it looks pretty scary, ready to begin with. Now, before we begin, how okay are you with chili?
I never used to be very good with it, but as I've kind of taught myself, trained myself to deal with it a bit better. So I start making my own sauce out of Carolina Reaper chilies and some vinegar and roast garlic. So it's diluted down a bit, so it's not going to be as hot as this. But
right, no, that's different level.
Still going to be stinging.
I'm pretty sure. So today it's going to pay off all these years of eating chili food. So let's dive in with the first. Let's get the sauce first.
What about you? How are you with chili?
Well, being an Indian, I would say I'm okay with chili. If I'm suffering, just edit this part out. But usually I'm okay with green chilies, nothing beyond Reapers and all those Carolina stuff. But I'm okay with chili, but not these types. Yeah. You know, let's have a cheers of this before we dive right in.
Taste it before I
start
so you know, necking it after the bomb. That's interesting. What are the bottom? What are the balls in the bottom?
It's chewy.
Those
I didn't expect that.
Those are tapioca. It's pretty good stuff. So now we're gonna dive right in.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for our easiest sweet and sour chili sauce, which is really popular in Thailand with your chickens and all that. So let's go for this one first. And as we pour it, I'm going to tell you the first question.
It's a marinade.
Yeah, let's get this one out.
Let's get it out.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'm just going to pour it.
Hold down, so then. Not for this, but come on. Let's go. It's not coming out.
All right, so our first question is, tell us something about your life before YouTube, where do you used to work, and most importantly, how do you meet Mrs. Mooney?
Okay, so.
And cheers.
Oh, yeah, you know I'm doing it straight away.
Cheers. Easy.
So, my life before I came to YouTube, it's been a varied one. I was born in Germany, grew up there for quite a lot of my life in military bases, and spent between there and Norway in the mountains, living in between those 2 countries. Lived in the UK for a few years. My dad was in the army, my mum was in the army, so we moved into obscure places.
Whoa, okay.
Mainly in mountainous because my dad was a mountaineer. Joined the army at just turned 17.
17, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
It was an interesting
Was
time.
it compulsory or was it like, I want to join the army? Or you
It wasn't
had to?
compulsory, no. It was a choice that I decided, I believe, because I've moved around so much. It was, I like travelling, moving around to different parts of the world, and I thought that was the best way to do it. And I loved, and I didn't want to do an office job.
Yeah.
I wanted an outdoorsy job, and did the engineering, Royal Engineers, so bomb disposal, demolitions,
Okay.
stuff like that. Just moved around a lot with them. I went to Iraq, Kosovo, Bosnia. That really made me decide to leave the army because of when I joined the army, there was nothing going on. It was like mid to end of 90s, chill out, enjoy, and I was a ski racer, so that was the best way to in the UK to practice ski racing and do it professionally was through the military.
Wow.
So that's what I ended up doing for probably about. I was in the army for 8 years. 6 of those was mostly skiing.
Wow, you've been to so many places and all that.
And then it was just basically moving around, and then went to university because the army wouldn't entertain the idea of me going to university. So I was like, right, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to university. And
Yeah.
the intention was go to university, join the army again. So I did that. Went to university, Brighton Uni,
Yeah. Okay.
to be a PE teacher, to do my PE teaching degree. And my idea was to join the army as an education officer, and I didn't want to do that in the end. And then I moved to Hong Kong. I
Right.
saw the light, and I was like, and Jo, my wife, moved out here first. She said, "Don't quit your job. I'll try it for a month, and I'll let you know how it goes."
Okay.
So she came within 2 days. She went, "Quit your job. We'll go. Let's go now. This is the place."
How did you meet her?
I met her at university actually. Towards at uni, we were doing a PE teaching degree
Right,
course.
okay,
So
okay.
I met her on the gymnastics mat. Just hit off from there because we like the same things. She loves sport. I love sport. Rugby, hockey. She's a hockey
Oh,
player.
that's awesome. That's really good.
Skiing. But that's where I really got to know her was on the university ski trip. And
Show off some skills and over there.
She had some skills, of course I did. She got stuck on the mountain because my friend took her up, and her and a few other mates were up.
Right.
And she got stuck, and I helped her down, and that was it.
Was that planned?
That was planned. It wasn't planned.
That's awesome. Okay, now the first one is pretty easy, guys. I'm not even breaking a sweat. So now we're gonna move on to the second one, which is one of my favorites, is sriracha.
Right, the small or the big one? I think the small one's going to be for the bomb.
Yeah. Oh, are you having your strategy already?
There we go. Nice amount of sriracha.
Cheers.
Yakida.
I don't remember it being that spicy though. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, that's spicy.
Surprisingly, is this the right version? All right. So my second question is, you can drink your boba tea.
That's all right.
Wow, this is spicier than I thought. If you could travel anywhere in the world after COVID, where would you go?
Where would I go? I would definitely
Yeah.
be going to somewhere cold and mountainous. So Niseko or
Yeah.
South Korea. So Seoul might be an option.
Right. Okay.
Or on the outskirts of Seoul. A place called Meribel in France, in the Alps.
Okay.
That would be where I'll be heading straight as soon as COVID's over and all the restrictions are over. But at the moment, I think if I get a chance to come home in the summer, I'll be
Yeah.
going home to see my family. So
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
I haven't seen them for 2.5 years, so that's where I need to be right now.
We're gonna move on to the third
A
question.
little bit on this.
Whew.
Oh, I'm going to put a small bit.
That one. I mean, if sriracha is spicy, this is another level.
Oh, shit. After the sriracha was surprisingly...
I know, right? All right.
Is there any chili in the wings?
No, it's plain. It's just deep fried. Cheers.
Yakida.
Wow. Well, so my third question is now, you being so big and strong, and we all have fears, we're all human beings. So what is your biggest irrational fear? This will be interesting.
I think my wife would say spiders, because every time we see a spider, she has to pick it up.
Spiders. Why is that?
It's
Was
not
it an
really
experience?
a mad, irrational fear. It's not it's not like an irrational fear, because I think that spiders can be dangerous. So there's some sort of rationality behind it. And I don't know the native spiders of Hong Kong, but I saw a golden globe on our recent trip
The campsite, right?
to the camp with the Adventure Corps.
The huge ones over there by the tree.
Walking by it, and a kid went, "Look, it's not there." Nearly knocked the kid over. It was massive.
It was really big.
It was like that.
Well, that's
That
way
bit of
too big.
bracken
That's
there.
like steroids. That's like
was
spider on
massive.
steroids. But it was really big.
Absolutely cacked my pants.
So you're
I had to show a sense that I wasn't scared in front of the kids. I was like, oh yeah, sorry, I thought it was someone else. It's really a spider. And then Mr. Lund was touching it, and I was like, oh no, yeah. That's crazy.
Well, now since you revealed your fear, now mine is geckos. I am not a big fan of geckos because I think
love geckos.
when I was young, I was playing with it. I was fearless when I was young, and then when he dropped its tail and ran in front of me, that need therapy and traumatized. It traumatized me so bad.
Because I've got Joe to get a couple of geckos in my time.
no way.
And she normally puts like a pot over it.
Right.
And yeah, the tail falls off, and it's happened twice, and I've been like, oh, I can't believe you cut the tail off that gecko. It's outrageous. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I feel so bad. Turns out they just shed them.
I know.
Wow. Nah. Weaklings. 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 Weaklings.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you're gonna see a
Just record that 10 seconds later. Let me just put from my. Oh man, this.
You're gonna see a weakling any minute now when I put this in. Oh, hey.
I changed my mind. My rational fear are these
Just
things.
put a dab on it, because that is gonna burn.
My hands are shaking, man.
Oh, what? That's massive.
Are you kidding me?
Alright. You gotta have the same as mine.
You got this girl. Mine
this
is
one to
spreading
someone.
out, yo.
Yo, that's massive.
That's how my inside's gonna look very soon. All right, cheers. Oh man.
Try to have a straight face. Let's eat this and have a straight face.
I've done this before, and I've spent probably half an hour with my mouth underneath the tap. So,
Okay,
let's do it.
straight face.
Well, I can do this.
That's it.
Wait a minute.
Mine
Instant.
didn't quite kick in yet.
Wait. That's okay.
I think I can handle that.
I was more prepared.
No way, I take that back. Holy moly. Woo!
I was more preempting the pain, but it's definitely there.
Well, the fourth question.
30 seconds. Yeah, it's hanging. That is hanging. I can deal with this. Come on.
Okay. Why did you join the army?
I just went down the wrong hole. Oh, I think I answered this earlier, but I'll go for it a little bit.
It just doesn't stop burning. Wow. If you think I'm crying, my eyes are just sweating. Man!
It burns. I joined the army because
Yeah, why?
moved around a lot, and I saw, as I said before, I saw what my parents were, how their life was, and wanted to get into skiing more. I was doing a lot of ski racing,
Right.
and I didn't really want to be in an office, working in an office. I wanted to teach sport, play sport as a career, and at the time, I mean, I could have worked in NGBs, like government bodies, for like skiing and stuff like that, but I didn't have much experience in in that. So I was pretty young, and I knew that was what I wanted to do. So I decided that I knew through the military that skiing was a big thing. Like if you're good at a sport in the military, you end up as a tracksuit soldier, they call it.
Right.
And that was my aim.
Right.
So 6 months of the year, do your sport, especially skiing, is quite a seasonal game, and then seasonal sport, and then I. That's pretty burning, isn't it? It's like,
It does. I'm really trying to focus.
doing better than I thought I'd do, but it's still agony. And I thought, well, this is something I want to do, some ski racing. So I turned up. I did my 6 months basic training and 6 months specialism training in Gibraltar Barracks as engineer, so bomb disposal,
Right.
bridge building, demolitions and stuff like that, mine clearance. And then I ended up becoming a mechanic. So yeah, basically hitting all my goals in one was join the army, become a skier. So I hadn't become a ski racer by that point. I'd done it as a kid. I trained in it a lot. So I'd hit one of my aims, which is not to work behind an office. So I became an engineer, became a plant mechanic, so hydraulics and big digger machinery,
Right.
Engineer tanks. So you would call them tanks, but we call them armoured.
Okay, after you. Ooh.
It's in there, mate. Let us sriracha. I'm okay with that. Well, I have that. I have that too.
Ooh. Oh, now you're moving over to me. Hot Scotch bonnet, wonderful. So they're part of the habanero family, and then it's gonna be
Spicy.
All right, that looks fair.
It's starting to burn. Hang on, can I change this?
Okay.
Right.
All right. Cheers.
Yaki dal.
Well, what's your faith journey like? I mean, right now you're in a church. Apart from that, what's your faith journey like?
I had to go to a boarding school.
Okay.
So I think in my youth, it was omnipresent faith, because I went to quite a religious prep school.
Oh, okay.
I think just before I joined the army, so like 15, 16, there was a stage where a lot of my friends were going through, and they were going to a local church, but this was quite a very strict church. It was quite, they played the guitars and stuff like that, but it was quite, believing God would go to hell.
Wow. Okay.
They knew I was joining the army, and they kind of were very like, don't get involved, don't join the army, you won't be able to come back here and stuff like that. So I joined the army.
Well, I'm out.
And my friends didn't last very long, but yeah, as I say, it's definitely in the back of my mind a lot.
Right. Okay.
Especially when, it's going to get a bit dark now, but when my wife got breast cancer, there was a lot of
Prayers.
not with her, but just on my own somewhere. Like, please help me out, and he helped her out. So it's definitely in there.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
I don't like, my family never really practiced it at all. My mum and dad.
Right.
My mum's C of E, my dad's Catholic. The only time we went to church was for weddings and funerals.
Okay. All right.
But at school, I went a lot, and like the hymns. So because every day you sing a hymn, you got almost every hymn in your head.
Yeah. Oh, but that's good.
Like my dad in the Irish folk singing, instead of reading me stories to bed, he sang me Irish folk songs. So most of those are in my head as well. Like, people, why do you know these songs? I just know them, don't I?
Wow. That's a good testimony though with your wife, and it's good to know that she's recovering and doing well. That's amazing. That's very good. All right, so we still have one more question of another faith. So we're gonna try your concoction.
Oh mate, it's gonna burn.
Really? All right, let me just.
I don't know how we're gonna do it. This could be in your time.
Well, we can just, just.
We've got to get that stuff on the bottom.
No.
Where do you get all those chili peppers from?
So I grew them at home.
You grow them at home?
Yeah, in a little hydroponic system. with a neon lights, not neon lights, LED lights.
Yeah.
And a water thing that puts you. So I've just got one massive chili plant. I've got a new batch growing now.
Wow.
And they used to be the hottest chilies in the world, but they've crossbred them with other things now. And they've got pretty,
Yeah. Oh, here's the.
pretty strong ones. Right.
Moon. What's it called? Moon what?
Moon Dog's Hectic Spice.
Moon dog. How much are you selling this for?
Negative £10. $10.
So you got to give
don't
them
wanna buy
$10 to
have
try
to
it.
give it. I've tried so many times with people. Come on, try it. No, I'm not touching it.
Wow.
That's not a bad amount.
I think you just finished the entire spoon on mine.
That's that.
All right.
It's gonna burn.
All right.
It's gonna burn. Stand by.
Alright, cheers. Let's try your concoction. It's gonna be tasty.
All right, so our next question is, still on faith. If Jesus was in front of you right now, what would you ask him?
It's a difficult one. I'd like to know when's COVID going to end so I can get out.
I think everyone's been asking the same thing.
And, that would be definitely number one question. Number two would be, how's that now? It's burning a little bit. It's gonna build.
Yeah. I think I'm already pretty okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, my mouth's used to it. I think I can still go for one more debang. I think I'm that confident, guys.
Oh yeah, same as.
If you're in, I'm in.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, the next one's gonna be the bomb.
The bomb again. We'll go for another little
We'll go for another one.
dip.
All right, let's go. All right, so what would you ask Jesus? When would COVID end?
Yeah, and what's the price of Bitcoin in 2 years' time? That would be useful. I'd like to know.
Bitcoin, but right now it's the NFT.
NFT.
I have few NFTs, but I'm still learning how to use that stuff. But that's been catching a lot of hype these days.
It is, yeah. I bought some the other day actually. Bought a crypto skull.
Crypto skull.
Crypto skull. Check it out.
Wow.
That's the one.
I got those Hello Kitty collection bit. Like, yours sounds way more cooler than mine.
And a Panda Earth. Chinese. There's supposed to be a NFT that if you buy it,
Yeah.
all the proceeds go to the pandas. So I bought one of them.
Oh, that's very kind of you. All right, so that's a good question. What would you ask God? Well, I'll ask the same thing when we COVID end. All right, so we got the last question before we go for the rapid
Another
fire.
bomb. Okay.
Another the bomb. I think that's gonna. We're not gonna go lower. No, we don't do it this way. We got Mr. Mark Mooney, so we gotta use him.
Whoa, easy now. Easy now. I'll do it.
Yeah, it's all yours. Yo,
Oh, have we done that one?
now that's this way. This is 200. That is 31.
Oh, okay.
That's like okay. I think fair enough. Ooh. Okay.
Before we go for the bomb again.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
It tastes bitter. Like the real taste is like really bitter.
It is true. That's so good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, what is something on top of your priority on your bucket list that you really want to do before you die?
That's hanging.
Mine always hits later.
I'd have to say I'm properly keen on my computer games. So at the moment I'm learning how to fly a Cessna 152.
What's that?
This is an entry-level plane on Microsoft's Flight Simulator. So I'd love to get my private pilot's license.
Oh, that is so cool.
Oh wow. Good, eh?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
All right, mate.
Mine says all burned, so it's okay. So you want to have a private jet license?
Yeah, private pilot's license. Also, I would like to do a base jump.
A base
I
jump?
don't know. I've jumped out of a plane. My brother's a free fall instructor, so
With the parachute, right?
I'd like to try a base jump, but it's probably not going to happen because it's pretty pretty dangerous and illegal in most countries.
Well, that's one of my bucket lists, is jump off a plane.
Did that as a, so I was so tall and heavy.
Right.
They had to counteract it with the smallest instructor. So he was a little dude, and I was on his back. So when I was falling, or he was on my back, it was like a rucksack. And when I was falling, Joe was like, "Did he jump out on his own?" Came down, and this little dude was on the back. Because it has to be a certain weight.
Right. All right. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into our rapid fire questions. What movie series are you currently watching?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai?
Big Timber.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cobra Kai's a good one because it's getting some history in the older original.
Right. Approved by Mr. Hackman. What PC game do you play?
PC play, Microsoft Flight Simulator and Warzone. Just bought a Switch actually yesterday.
Okay.
A new OLED, and I've got Mario Kart and the original Grand Theft Autos 1, 2, and 3, Vice City.
Grand Theft Auto 3. Oh, those are the classics. Amazing.
And I also played Vice City 5.
The recent
Grand
one,
Theft Auto
5.
5, yeah. That's hotter than it was before.
I know. What's your favorite movie?
You're putting a brave face on this. Come on, got this.
What's your favorite movie?
Favourite movie? Got two of them. The Goonies. Who remembers the Goonies? Remember the Goonies?
No.
No.
Mr. Hackman.
Got
knows everything.
Himmel. The Goonies and Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, okay. I know that one. What's your hidden talent?
Oh. Well, I've got a pretty disgusting one. When I had a ski accident, shattered my face. To fix my sinuses, they cracked through my sinuses, and I'm now able to put a Q-tip or cotton bud directly into my face, and I can pull it back out again. That's my hidden talent.
So those COVID testing swab doesn't bother you by anything? Oh, that's just a good talent.
What's my
Last but not least, Batman or Superman?
Has to be Batman because of the car.
Yes!
Because of the
Yes! Yes, another team for Batman. There we go, another win. Also, this is the end for Burning Question with CCDD, and Mr. Mooney would like to present you with...
We double bubbled on this, didn't we?
Here we did. With the Burning Question Survivor. This one's yours.
Oh, yes.
Show it nice and proudly in your office.